So, hey, listen, we have all the machinery built. When someone subscribes, they're going to see your offer. They're going to be added to your CRM system, your autoresponder system, whatever fancy term we want to use for that email sending system that you got there. And they also now have your free report uploaded to the web and a nice looking download page where they can get it. And we've got an email that goes out to them automatically saying, hey, man, here's we can go download this free report. Hope you enjoy it, right? And of course, if you want to, you can add more emails to your system automatically after that to sell them some stuff. In fact, we'll talk about that later on in another module. But for now, let's build the front of the machine. Let's build the page that actually gets the subscribers. So as I've shown you before, this particular design right here is working very, very well for me. So let's go ahead and walk you through how to build that page specifically. Okay, so I've logged in the lead pages here, and this is what we see. I'm in the templates tab, by the way, and clearly we're going to build an opt-in page, so we should be looking at the opt-in pages templates. So you got a lot of them up in her, right? And they are super cool, and that's great. So which one to choose? Well, let's try that one just like Natalia's. That one is called the Giveaway Two-Step Squeeze Page number 2. Quite an exciting name, I know, right? So all we have to do is click on Use This Template. Of course, we get the little survey thing. You know what? Let's just fill this survey out. I'm going to say I'm in accounting and finance. I have an accountant, and I do finance stuff, kind of, by selling things. So yes, there we go. All right. Please don't make me fill out any more stuff. Thank you. Great. Okay, so here is our template. So the first thing we do is we say, do we want a logo, right? I don't. Natalia's page doesn't. If you look, no logo. So let's copy what's working, right? So hers is working pretty well. So we'll click on this logo right here, and we'll simply say it's hidden. I'll say OK. And now, what is this? We'll click on this header. I'm going to say it's hidden. Great. And I say OK. So logo and header now hidden. So now this is what Natalia's looks like. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put our graphic here. So you remember when we uploaded the graphic earlier in the video where I showed you how to make the download page? I'm going to do the same thing. So any graphic, you know how to upload graphics now. So upload one and choose it. Let's go ahead and we'll just rebuild a page just like Natalia's. So you can upload your graphic by clicking on it right there, and now it's on the page. So we've changed that graphic. That's looking pretty good. And then let's go ahead and create your headline. So I like the headline to really, really tell people exactly what the bribe is, right? So if you look at Natalia's, it is free 136-page workout book for women. Makes sense, right? So let's go ahead and do this one. So I'm just going to change this text. Free 136-page workout guide. Not Guido, guide for women's. All right, and I'll say, okay. And you know what? You want to notice something? This is black, and this is yellow. So I need to do some changing of things, don't I? So I'm going to go ahead and click it again. And I'm going to unbold it, because I think that's what made the whole thing black. Maybe. Well, let's see. Then I'll rebold. There we go. Okay, and if I want to, I can even change this color palette by making that black. I think that was black that I selected there. Let's say okay, and there it is. Right? That looks pretty good. So is that what Natalia's is? Nope, hers was actually bolder. So let's go on over here, and I will click bold again. There we go, and I'll rechange the color. Sometimes you got to mess with it a little bit, but it's kind of cool, you know. Click OK. There it is. Haha. All right, so now that's looking pretty good. And what was that copy that we had there? We just says international cover model and mom. Natalia Kern is cut and paste is what we're going to do right there. So I'm going to hit copy, and just showing you this just basically showing you how to edit the page on here. So I'll go ahead. I clicked on this little area here, and I will paste it in. Ta-da! Now it looks good, so I click on OK. So now we're pretty good right there. Very, very simple. I think you got the hang of this now, right? So what else do we have that we need to model? Now you'll notice on Natalia's page that other copy is not here. So I'm going to get my free report now. Whoops. Sorry. I highlighted that now. It says text below button. I'm going to say it's hidden. Gone, right? So I say OK. And also this text right here. I'm going to click on that, and I want the no thanks text to be hidden as well. So now we have, just like Natalia's. Now, hers says send me the book as opposed to download now. So what am I going to do? I am going to say send me the book right here in the button text. So send me the book. All right, and I'll say okay. So we're good to go. And of course, I could do the legal information here, but you know how to do that. You just highlight it, do this, and then link to whatever your proper terms of service page may be. So there's no need to mess with that for the sake of this tutorial. So now, how do we really make this thing work? Okay, now this is a big deal. Watch this. When you click on send me the book, what happens is your little email box will appear. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make it consistent. I'm going to have it say send me the book again. It says free report right now. I'm going to have it say send me the book. There we go. Don't need to have the word me 100% capitalized. Alrighty, that's just fine. All of this looks okay, so I'll click on OK. And now what I want to do is I want to click on integration settings. Okay, so which one should we integrate with first? Let me get that out of there. It's distracting. Hang on, let me hit OK. Go back to, oh, I messed up. Okay, click it again. There we are, integration settings. So should I integrate with AWeber? How about we do both, right? So we have integrate with AWeber. Now what you need to do is in your first time using this, let's say you've connected to AWeber, or let's say you've been connected to AWeber before, but you just created a new form and a new list. You always just want to hit reload here. And what that does is right now it's talking to AWeber and it's saying, hey, what list do you have? What forms do you have? I'm going to hit it under using to. Now it's saying, all right, what forms you got? What list do you have? What's going on over there? And we're going to wait just a second while it talks to AWeber. Of course, because I'm recording, this is going to take longer than normal, so I'll just pause it for us. Okay, there we go. So remember, when we went into AWeber, what did we do? Do you remember? We created a sign-up form, right? And what did we name that sign-up form? Do you recall? We called it Lead Pages Demo Form. So, or was it list class? It was list class demo form. That's what it was. So when we say yes to this, right, what's going to happen is anytime someone enters their email address in here, just by sheer virtue of us selecting these two things, they are going to be added to AWeber and placed into that list that we just created and placed into that autoresponder sequence that we just created, and the whole thing's just going to work like magic. It's amazing. But we've got more to do. Let's click on the Customize This Form button. If you remember, from AWeber, when we were in there, we told it to get their first name and their email. So therefore, we need to make sure that we customize the form by entering their first name and email as well. Right here, it only has the email selected, and if we don't tell it to find their first name too, then it won't work right? So once again, it's taken a little bit longer than normal because I'm recording, so hang on. Let me pause this thing while it loads so you don't have to watch that. So it's finally finished. Of course, it finished like 30 seconds after I paused it, so there was no need for the dramatic pause there. But look what happened. As soon as I clicked on Customize This Form, it communicated with AWeber and said, oh, wait, dude, you need to get the first name too? Okay, no problem. I will just add it here. And you know what? Why don't we go one more step? It says get your free report right here. Let's see what it says for Natalia's. Get your free book now. So we're going to change that a little bit. We're going to say, oops, get your free book now. There we go. And we'll say OK. And it looks like they have changed the way this form looks, by the way, on the pop-up. I'll bet they've split tested it, and this converts better. They will do that on you sometimes. You got to watch them. So I'm going to go ahead and click on OK. And what do we have? I'll go ahead and click on OK again. And what do you know? It looks like our page is done. So if we wanted to publish it, of course, first thing we want to do is we want to name it something. All right, so we'll call it List Class Demo Opt-in. All right, and I'll click on Save there. So hang on, I'll let it save for a minute. And I will now let it go to Publish. And I'll say View Page, and let's test this guy out. All right, let's see. I'll click on Send Me the Book. This comes up. Rank Test, and rank it. My secret email address there. Don't tell anybody. Frank@frankkern.com. I'll say send me the book, and let's see what happens. Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen? Haha!
Hello, everyone, and welcome.
Boom. So it goes to our little sales video right there, which is just delightful. And of course, I should get my autoresponder message as well, sent from AWEBER. Just arrived a couple of seconds ago here. So now that's her maiden name, by the way, Natalia Muntian. So if you're using AWEBER by default, you kind of have to do this double opt-in stuff. So my double opt-in thing occurs now. I'll go ahead and click the confirmation. That's totally normal thing that AWEBER does. We can customize that if we want to within the AWEBER control panel. So now once I've opted in, I've double opted in basically to prove that there's no shenanigans required. Now I should get the first email from that autoresponder series. I did. Right? Now, obviously, you want to write better copy than this, but check it out. So I'll click on this, and we'll be taken to the download page, right? Ta-da! There it is. Now, let me show you in the next video how to integrate this with Infusionsoft. So if you don't use Infusionsoft, there's no point in watching the very next video because I'm going to show you how to do the exact same thing, but with Infusionsoft. Okay? So I'll see you in the next video, or, of course, the video after that.